some works of art, and those of you who are students of Shakespeare will perhaps, if you have read the book that I once did in Form 5 and I think in Form 6, Hamlet by Shakespeare, where the chief character was contemplating all manner of things. And one of it was a soliloquy. He wanted to commit suicide. And he went something like this: to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether, ladies and gentlemen, it is nobler in the heart to suffer the slings of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. That was Hamlet. And another one said, it was him actually went on to say, time is out of joint, oh cursed spite, that I was born to set it right. Time is out of joint. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, as we speak, here at Manzoni, over 16,000 people have perished in a deadly earthquake. I think we should just stand. I feel in my heart we should just stand for a minute and remember the people of Syria and the people of Turkey, since unlike many other countries which are sending, we do remember, of course, acknowledge our brother is suffering that disability. I'm sure he's with us, Mheshimiwa Tim. Remember, when I say time is out of joint, remember seeing those children being pulled out of the rubble in Syria. And now the weather is not like in our case here. It's cold, biting cold, minus. And apart from those who are perished, others are going to perish because of lack of the wherewithal. Let's remember them. Thank you so much. And as if that is not enough, here at home, we are suffering reversals of our democratic gains. And whoever thought of calling for this retreat, I want to thank the leadership of our coalition and parliament, because they thought right. Straight from your 2 weeks in Mombasa, was it? And I must congratulate Engineer Zambia, Honorable Kimilu. I just got information today that Wiper members from Makwiny were actually received invitation to go to State House. I don't know whether they're so selective. Yeah, just had that. And they declined. Politely. Because you can send very powerful messages very politely. Because if we are going to make sense of democratic gains, you do not go, as Adam Zolo has put it, cannibalizing political organizations and inviting members without reference to their leadership. It is unthinkable. Therefore, I saw others saying that Wiper is going to State House after our colleagues. I haven't heard anybody saying they're going there. I must thank the member for Mwingi Central, Gideon Mulungi. I'll give him, I'm choosing just an example. He was with us in Kamukunji, in Kibra, and actually went a step further, declared himself a general from his side of the world. But he was invited by Moses Kuria to State House in Mombasa when the president was doing, and I use the word president advisedly, was opening some factory. And so, because there's coal in Mwingi Central, a lot of coal deposits, He was someone to go and explain why him and I don't know why they left Irene Kasalo, the county women rep for Kitui, because I know she has been in the forefront in opposing coal mining in that area because of the current climate change arrangements all over. But Gideon went there, but he did the decent thing. He said, I've been summoned to State House. He called his party leader. He called his party leader. And I think that's the way to do it because of the urgency of the matter, and his committee was in Parliament. He just had the decency to call me, and I straight away said, please go. Because as Jeremiah said, if there are issues to do with your own constituency, you should feel free to do something. But then there's, take that against the negative, the opposite situation of a conspiracy to defraud democracy. A conspiracy to defraud democracy. Last night I was watching CNN, and a gentleman who is German has written a book, Ndugu, which I think we should look for and read. And Adams, please, I want to challenge you to look at that book and make a critique of it. The title of the book is Democratic Capitalism by one Wolf. And this morning, listening to BBC and the Director General of the World Health Organization, she was a Nigerian lady, very capable, and been asked, what do you say to the fact that globalization has died? And she said, allow me to differ with you. It hasn't. Of course, you're seeing it, like in the case of Europe, nationalism, European nationalism, and in the case of Donald Trump's America that time, America first, and but NAFTA arrangements, which is Mexico, America, and I think Brazil, or is it Brazil, the NAFTA arrangements out there, Mexico, America, Canada, thank you, is still in place. And we have in our region, of course, the building blocks towards African unity, the Abuja Declaration, if you remember, if some of you have looked at that, and therefore the fact that we are strengthening regional integration as within East African community, that's why we're seeing the East African national anthem. I don't think we are cannibalizing our approach to regional unity, but Brexit perhaps was to blame for that kind of impression. And somebody last night was saying Europeans, and actually quick to say, when President Zelensky makes a surprise visit to visit Prince Charles and the House of Commons and addresses them and asking, in fact you are reminded of what Churchill once said during the Second World War, when he went to the US and said, give us the tools and we'll finish the job. I'm saying this as a background to what I'm just about to say. That as a nation, welcome sana ndugu Eugene Wamalo. Tumpigie makofi. And DAP and I think Kanu are really represented. When I heard them saying Kanu is going to State House, I started laughing. So, fellow Kenyans, because you are leaders, if you're not careful, you're going to follow. You're going to find your own constituents ahead of you. And that's where they are.